What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be talking about the top 10 releases in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So lads, we're going to be talking about the top 5 on current gen and the top 5 on next gen. And if there are multiple players with the same release, we are going to be, I will talk about them. So it is mainly going to be based on the base of the release, because the base of the release decides timing, but there are a couple of exceptions. Sometimes an upper is so bad that it can turn a great release into a mediocre release. For example, Bam Adebayo, base 62 on very quick, one of the best releases in the game on next gen, not current gen. But Bam Adebayo has such an awful upper that it brings it down. Manu Ginobili, Dante Exum base, best base in the game on next gen. Problem with Exum base with Ginobili, he has a completely broken upper. So it's hard for me to talk about those specific cards. So like you've got these two right here. But for example, Elgin Baylor, when he comes out, I can guarantee you is going to be in that category. When we're looking for, say, base 62 players, like you can obviously put in Lionel Simmons. And my whole thing with just Lionel Simmons is that his 3-point rating and his range extender, or only being on gold, kind of puts him out of that conversation for the best releases, because he's not going to shoot in too much of a great way. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Now let's get on to the top 5. At number 5, we've got Trey Burke on very quick. And there are a lot of players with this release. I personally prefer the upper on the team on T-Mac / DeRozan / Bailey Hell. All three of these guys have the exact same release. Trey Burke on very quick with the Kobe Bryant upper. I'm a big fan of this release. Doesn't matter what gen you are on, this release is absolutely chicken, and I think belongs easily in here at number 5 on the list. You've got Trey Burke base as well on Jamal Crawford. It doesn't have quite as good an upper, but still absolutely incredible on him. So on both of them, like both those guys, all unbelievable shooters. All three of those guys. Basically anyone with Trey Burke release on very quick, whether that be Allen Iverson, whether that be Jamal Crawford, Bailey Howell, Tracy McGrady, DeMar DeRozan on next gen, all incredible shooters, lads. At number 4, we have got Kobe base on very quick. This release, it's better. Kobe Bryant's upper is better than Tyreke Evans' upper. I will say that. Kobe's upper is definitely better than Tyreke Evans' upper. But this release, when we're talking quick draw, as in super fast release, you get open whether it's off quick stop or off the Curry, it is one of the fastest releases, one of the easiest ones to get off. Is it the easiest release to green? No. But speed and green ability are two different things. Speed is a huge thing, and for me, this is one of my easiest releases to get off. Is it better on Kobe and Tyreke Evans? 100%. Will we get a Zion card later on in the year? Actually, Zion has a weird upper. But the likes of Wes, Zion, those guys, they're going to be good shooters this release. But man, from using Tyreke Evans, just how easy it is to green with this guy, I'm telling you, Kobe Bryant base, which is a release that I hated last year on max speed. Last year, I liked Kobe base when it was on gold quick draw. I did not like it on half quick draw. But Kobe on very quick is exceptional. Funnily enough, Kobe's a decent enough release on quick, but I don't think there's any real great releases that are on quick. Is it the easiest one to green in the game? No. There are 15, 20 releases that are probably easier to green than Kobe Bryant base. The thing is that whether it's off the dribble or off the catch, you need an inch of space, and it's so quick that you're going to be able to get the shot off. Like, it is such a good release in that regard. Like, if you need to just get an easy catch and shoot shot, it is up there with the best of them. So yeah, that is it for number 4 on the list. Obviously, we got to end it on a green. There we go. At number 3, we have got Rudy Gay base. Whether that's Terry Dishinger, Steven Jackson, Dr. J, trying to think who else has that, RJ Barrett, Rudy himself. It is one of the easiest catch and shoot releases in the game. There's a reason why so many people are so high on Dr. J in this game. Because his shot with his upper especially, he is the best upper in the game, by the way. His upper is the best upper in the game. And his upper makes every shot better. Like, again, honorable mention, it's not quite make top 5 for Steph Curry base on James Wiseman. With this Steph Curry base with this upper, or Steph Curry with Steph Curry upper, are just incredible. But yeah, like Steven Jackson whether it's Steven Jackson, Rudy, any of those guys I mentioned, this release is one of the best. It's not the greatest for creating, but off the catch, it's the easiest to green. Like, for me, there are very few releases that are as easy as this one to green. Like Exum with a good Exum on very quick with a good upper. I think we're at the stage on next gen, especially on current gen, you can kind of get away with it. But on next gen, with how fast some of these releases are, we're at the stage where you can't really get away with a release on quick. Like I've tried using Luka, it just feels slow to me. As much as I do like Exum on Luka, as much as I like Exum on Antoine Jameson, I think we're going to be really waiting until Elgin Baylor comes out before we get a great Exum base on very quick player. Because Manu Ginobili's upper, again, it's just not good enough to put him in that category. But and everyone who has Rudy base that I've mentioned there also has quite a good upper as well. And yeah, so that is it for number 3 on this list. At number 2, Mikal Bridges, or base 80 on very quick. So Mikal Bridges, Kyle Kuzma, Jamal Murray has on quick but not very quick. But it is that same release. It doesn't even matter what the upper is like because of the way this release is. It is not by any means the fastest, but it's fast. It's super good creating. Again, there's a reason why everyone loved Jamal Murray earlier on in the year. It's a super easy release to create with. If you are open, whether it's a quick stop or anything, it's going to be green every single time. This is not a current gen release, by the way. This is a release that is horrendous on current gen, but great on next gen. But off the catch is where I love this release. It's why I love the Kyle Kuzma card. It's why I'm a big fan of this card. And I know it's why a lot of current gen players, when they hear Kyle Kuzma, they're like, man, Kuzma's terrible. But then you talk about hear next gen players talking about these cards like they're incredible. Base 80, in my opinion, in terms of easeability to green, is right up there with the best of them. It is right up there. It's not quite the best, but it is right up there. But number 1, people are probably expecting base 98. I don't like it that much on next gen. I don't like 98 or wave base. It's Ray Allen on very quick. It's Bill Russell. It's Ray Allen. Basically it. Jerry Lucas has completely is upper as a chest pass, so I'm not going to put him in the conversation. He's in the Manu Ginobili section of unbelievable base, terrible upper that kind of ruins it. But Bill Russell, I'm telling you, him, Ray Allen, even Ray Allen on quick is really good. Kawhi Leonard, Pete Maravich, like that release is really good. Ray Allen base, Exum base are the 2 best ones in the game. Obviously, as long as you don't have a completely ruined upper. But Bill Russell is a reason why people like this card so much. He doesn't have, like, he's not like 7'3" like a Porzingis. He's not a giant like a James Wiseman. His player model isn't as good as theirs. But the thing with Bill Russell is it's the Ray Allen base. It is one of the easiest releases in this game to green. Not only that, it is super good. Whether you are quick stopping, whatever way you are trying to get to the basket, it's good. If you're trying to pull up, if you have someone crabbed, if you are dunking on somebody, if you are, say not if you're looking like you're gonna dunk on somebody, pulling. I'm struggling to speak right now. So if you're looking like you're gonna dunk on somebody and you're pulling out with a Curry slide, and apparently I just can't do that. It's great for the pull up, and it is the best release in the game on next gen. Again, Elgin Baylor might be the best because he's got Exum base with a not ridiculous upper like Manu Ginobili. His might just be the best, but for me, right now it's Ray Allen base. It's Ray Allen very quick, and man, it'll be tough for that Elgin Baylor card's Exum base to be better than this Bill Russell or the Ray Allen card right now, or even heck Maravich or Kawhi or Red on quick. So yeah, now let's green 1-3, and now we are on to current gen. So now we're on to current gen, and for me, number 5, we've got David Robinson on quick. Even it doesn't need, the difference between quick and very quick is a lot bigger in my opinion on next gen and current gen, but it still doesn't matter. Like, the more I've been using it, the more I'm a big fan of the David Robinson release. You guys can see that I'm greening a lot of these shots right here. And again, this is, in my opinion, one of those easy releases to green. It's a little bit longer than you would think to release, as I'm struggling right now shooting a bunch of slightly earlies in a row. Again, but once this release goes on very quick, I don't know how high, like I'm going to put him so high on my list. But for me, the guy that I have the most success with, especially when I play current gen and Hall of Fame, again, I'm missing these shots because I'm just not good on current gen. Like, it's not like this is a bad release, but the guy that I have the most success with shooting around on Hall of Fame is David Robinson. Obviously, I've somehow lost the green window. I greened like 5 or 6 in a row to start the game, and then to start this off, and I just lost the green window. But yeah, once you get into a bit of a rhythm with D-Rob, it is really good. And again, maybe it's because when I was playing, I was still using him a lot on current gen, But for me, David Robinson release for a big man, especially later on in the year, once he gets very quick, it's going to be incredible. But for now, at number 5, the release that I'm most comfortable with is D-Rob. Again, maybe it's not, this probably isn't, it's not even a release on very quick. It's not like, again, like 98 on quick is perfectly fine. Like release on quick are way better on current gen than next gen. And it is really just a case of, this is probably going to be the shock entrant on my list. But for me, man, D-Rob, as much as it does not seem like it here, even when I was playing on Hall of Fame, D-Rob was chicken man. So let's green 1. Oh, lads. Oh, lads. Can we just stop shooting, going slightly early, slightly late? There we go. And number 4, we got Ray Allen on very quick. Ray Allen, whether it's Kawhi, it's unbelievably good on Kawhi. Whether it's very quick or quick, Ray Allen is still chicken man. Well, Ray Allen's release is still chicken. Like, again, a lot of people really like it on their Kawhi Leonard. And for me, I've been using it a little bit on Bill Russell anytime I do play current gen, and it's an easy one to time. I don't know, well, maybe because it's steady, I kind of struggle when I'm shooting with Ray Allen with this release, but it is a super easy one. His release, a lot of people, again, really find it easy to green with Kawhi Leonard, and it's one of those ones where it's a consistent release. If he's wide open, he's going to hit an awful lot of shots. Anyone with this base is, and it's a very, very easy release to time. Again, why I'm not greening consistently, I'm just bad. It's nothing to do with the card. I just don't play enough of this game. And like, you see people struggle to green when they play current gen every single day. How do you think I feel playing current gen once every like 2 to 3 weeks? So yeah, Ray Allen base on very quick, a really good release. Again, once I've gotten used to it a little bit now. So it is a lot easier to green. Well, I said that because I greened a couple in a row. But anyway, now it's green 1, and let's get on to 3. And number 3, it's a bit of a weird one because we haven't had many players with this release since the very start of the game. Basically, we got no players with this release on quick. I'm pretty sure everyone who has this release either has it on very quick or normal. And it is base 28. It is Michael Cooper at the very start of the year. We knew how chicken he was. And base 28 last year was really high on my list as well. Because I remember the only base 28 on very quick player we had was Craig Elo. And I had Craig Elo really high last year. So that is, again, one of these releases that I find super easy to green. It's a very easy one to time. And there are a couple of guys, I think, with this release that are yet to come out. Like a Gordon Hayward's going to have this release. I think someone else has the release in Spotlight Sims. What's his name? Cheney, is it? Colbert Cheney? The guy that none of us have ever heard of. But whether it's off the catch, whether it's off the peak, quick stop, it's better off the catch, I will say that. But anyone who played at the start of the game remembers how unbelievable this release was on normal timing on Michael Cooper. And it's even better now when it's on very quick timing. So anyway, now it's green 1. And now let's get on to number 2. Number 2 is a one that was on next gen as well. And it is Trey Burke on very quick. This was actually number 2 on my list last year. Which again, obviously same gen. And I'm pretty sure maybe number 3 I'm pretty sure I might have had Elo number 3 last year. Which was base 28 and very quick. But Bailey Howell, DeMar DeRozan, Tracy McGrady all have the exact same release. If you leave them open, it's money. And again, like, as someone who's not even used to playing this game, this is the most common. A lot of the releases are big difference timing-wise between current and next gen, like Ray Allen. The closest in timing is Trey Burke. It feels almost the exact same whether you're on current or whether you are on next gen in terms of timing. But Trey Burke release, and it's unbelievable. Compared to the other ones, it is the best off the quick stop. And we all remember from Tracy McGrady last year, like if you can get a little bit of time, if you can get a little bit of space off quick stop, it is a super easy release to time. And yeah, just a really good release and a release that a lot of people really like in my team. It doesn't matter what gen you are on. So now let's green 1. And really, is this one we're not going to green? Is this one we're not going to green? Now let's get to number 1. If you know anything about current gen, it's 98. It's a 98 world and we're all just living in it. It's 98 world on current gen. Base 98 on very quick. Base 98 on quick is okay. Base 98 on quick on next gen is not a good release. Base 98 on quick is really good on next gen. It is the best catch and shoot release. It is the best quick stop release in the game. It is just overall the best release in the game, and it is not even close. It's one of the fastest releases in the game. It's the fastest good release in the game. The easiest one to get off. One of the easiest ones to time. Like again, I greened a couple at the start. I'm just in struggle town right now because that just happens to me. I don't know why. If I shoot 15, 20 shots, I might green 3 in a row to start it off and then just won't hit anything. You guys saw me in those tournaments. Anytime I was open with Danny Ferry, it was green basically every single time. Like if you're catching, if you're shooting off the catch with him, it's a very, very easy one time. Obviously, you don't want to shoot fades with him. But Danny Ferry, base 98 is easily the most dangerous release in the game. Other guys at base 98 I'm very quick are Hal Greer and also Wade base. I think Wade base is quite different to base 98 on next gen, but Wade base and base 98 are very similar on current gen. So a future Dwayne Wade card will be very similar, as well as Wesley Wade, Dave Wesley. Like he is another very, very good release. So if you see Juan Carlos Navarro, Wade, any of these guys with very quick releases, they're going to be very, very good. But the only ones right now in the game with this best possible release in the game are Danny Ferry, and you have also got the Hal Greer card who was in Spotlight Sims. So anyway, now we're just going to end it on 1 green. And that is it. So anyway, that's the video. They're my 5 best releases on each of the gens. Obviously, there were 2 that overlapped, Ray Allen and Trey Burke base. And then there were a couple that I felt were quite different. Obviously, one major release, one major jump shot base that has not been seen, it might be the best one in the game, and definitely the best one in the game on next gen, definitely top 5 on current gen, is Exum base. But Dante Exum base, as of right now, has not been seen on very quick with a good upper on either gen. So eventually, once we get Baylor, that's probably going to come in at number 1. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rockin'. When I link with ball point, you know it's not.